The following is a presentation of the Eagles Sports Network.
The South Atlantic Conference has announced its preseason all-conference teams. Morgan Ballard, not surprisingly, on the top team after being an all-region pick a year ago. And Morgan, obviously your first 2 years have been great. We talked about it last year, about how you try to improve upon the numbers that you put up your sophomore year. Well, you put together great numbers. You got a very good chance of leaving second in school history in terms of digs, outside chance of that number one spot. When you look at this season, what are some personal goals that you have set forth getting ready for your senior year?
Well, there's always improvements to be made, like I said last year too, just fine-tuning details. We've all pretty much got all the moves down and everything that we're learning. Like, we just got out of practice, and we're really just focusing on the details, which is a lot further than we started last year. So I think that we're off to a really good start. And just with every little thing, whether it's passing, serving, even setting from the back row, anything I can do to improve my skills even just a little bit is going to help the team improve, because everyone on the team right now is just working to improve themselves as well individually, so that we as a collective team can improve together. And so I'm really excited about that. Just working on the little things.
When you look at your own personal numbers, obviously you've put together some great seasons. Your name litters the conference record book. But when you look at the team this season, and you look at some of the things that this team is trying to accomplish, how do you maybe put aside some of the personal things that you've accomplished in hopes of trying to get the team up to that high standard?
Well, it's really just all about the team. Obviously, we all have our individual goals and everything, but when we're in there on the court together, whether it's practice or in a game, we all have one goal. We all have one vision. We know what we want to do as a team. And so that's just going to help us improve. And while the team is improving, we're all going to get there individually as well, and it'll all come just as long as the whole team is improving and focusing on that one vision that we have together.
I feel like this season's a little bit different in the sense that in terms of continuity, everybody kind of knows their role. Everybody's been through the program and through Dave Franklin's system here over the last couple of years. How much or how important is that for this year's group to kind of understand that with 13 upperclassmen on the roster?
We definitely do have an older team, but that's a really good thing because having the 3 freshmen come in, they have a lot of support. And so everyone that's already here and has been here for the past couple years under coach already knows the process, and they know what it takes. And so we're just trying to grab them, bring them along, teach them everything that we need to do, all the little details. And like Coach says, there are no little things. And so we're really just bringing them along with us and making sure they know what it takes. And we have a standard set as a team and as our culture, and they're learning that, and they're doing a great job. And they were just thrown in with us right here in the first 3 days, and they're already making huge strides, and I'm so proud of them, and they're definitely adding to this team already, and it's going to be great. I feel really good about this season. So
when you look at the last 2 years, this team has finished 4th in the conference, solid. NCAA tournament 1 year, just on the outside looking in. Last season, you get every team that played in a regional last year on your schedule this season. What's it going to take for this group to take that next step, to get the results that maybe you felt like you had last year, but not necessarily in the win column, but to get up to a 23, 25 win type of team that can solidify a regional bid earlier on this year?
Well, 2 years ago, when we first started building this program back up, we went from a 3-27 record to something a lot better, and we were doing really great. And we went about half and half, 17-15 or something like that. But the things that we learned that season also transpired into last year. So we did really good last year as well, but it was still about the same. And I think it's because we really focused on certain skills the first year and then certain skills the second year, whether it was culturally or physically. And so now this year, now that we know all around from experience from the first 2 years, we can put all of those things together, and hopefully it'll pan out really good for us because now our culture is super, super strong. We know what it takes outside of the court for us to be a team and to gel together, and now we know, or we're really experienced with the physical things as well, all of the skills that we've learned over the past 3 years. And so if we can just put it all together like we said, it'll take us really far.
Morgan, appreciate the time. Best of luck this year.
Thank you so much.
She's Morgan Ballard. I'm Michael Watchring, and this is the Eagles Sports Network.